Grandma Cox, Mary Laveral Cox, Mary Laveral. Where are you, Grandma? Mary Laveral. Trying to remember. Hamilton Cox. Laveral Hamilton Cox. There's a story Grandma recited to me when I was young. Let me think in her words. I was playing with the baby doll one day. The baby doll one day, and the embers from the fire got on the baby doll. The embers. She was sick and cornhusk doll, and sick. The embers got on the baby doll, the rag doll. It was my sister's doll, and I tried to hide it. I mean, I didn't. My mother found out. Her mother found out. And I remember Grandma telling me, oh, I got a lashing for that, a whipping for that. Mother became so angry, she put the baby doll in the fire. Because it was her sister's baby doll, the sister that had died from roseola. Shortly after that story, I remember my grandmother telling me, well, she said, her name was Mary Laveral Cox. And when I was young, she wore a wig, always wore a wig. She was always immaculately dressed, and in suits, and not very often pants, but in suits, like dresses and suits, and hand-tailored couture type thing. And shortly after she told me that story, I have to finish this another time. I don't remember how old I was. Perhaps it was before her and Gramps went away to Nauvoo. Before I was in the car accident. And, excuse me, she went on and she said, well, I'm Mary now. I shan't use the name Laveral. And she stopped allowing people to call her Laveral. She only said, my name is Mary, and you won't call me Laveral any longer. So the family obliged. There's so many little bits of stories Uncle Doug, lost. It's like, didn't found, that's kind. Military, he was lost in the military. I went to the land down under. How do you say it? Australia. I don't know if it was for the military or he went on a church mission or for work or for school to Australia. And I'm wondering if there's a chance that he had another partner, or in his last years, that there perhaps are other children like me that seem not to belong. Because I was running into other women and I said, who are you? You say you're Sandra, but are you this one or that one? Seems like there's lots of people, lots of families that I've run into, lots of women, people that I recognize, but there's someone very similar to them. Or they're away from their family, or they've simply forgotten who they are or who they were. Anyway, just a thought. I have to turn this off, so because Richard, I don't know if Richard, because my grandfather was very, very tall, and I was looking at a song by Dean Lewis. We have Lewises in our family too, and they're all rather tall, the men, mostly. Max Lewis, but I don't speak to them, they don't speak to me. But yes, there's a link to Australia with our family, and twins and triplets that I'm starting to put together. Some of them they've put out or sent to other families, even at the elders, the older ones. I'm not sure if I am actually a member of the family, or because they have there's a genetic marker with most of the Coxes. There's a lighter blue eye and a darker blue eye. Let me see. The right eye, well, sometimes it flips, but the right eye's lighter and the left eye is darker. I think it could be opposite, but there's because not always genetics by sending it out with DNA and things, but things I learned in school that we can identify one another, and with the thought patterns and the markers on the face and the lilt in one's voice. But there was a video that just touched my heart, and so I thought I'd mention it. Have a good evening. Sleep well.